Hi everyone, welcome back to another video. So today I'm going to talk to you about something which is very basic but often overlooked, which is running mechanics. Yes, how you are able to run and apply force effectively. So whether you play any sort of sport, whether you run marathons or you're just into general fitness, at some point or another you are going to come across some form of running. So it is very important that you get this part right. So there are two main benefits of having a proper technique. Number one is it's going to improve your speed. So with the proper running technique, you will be able to apply your body's force very effectively. So if you think you're fast, you can be faster. And number two is it's going to reduce injuries. So there are certain muscles in your body which are designed for running and certain muscles which are just not. So with an improper technique, you are going to engage muscles which are just not developed for running, and what is going to happen eventually is they're just going to snap. So you are going to think that, oh, my muscle is weak. No, it wasn't weak, you just overused it for something which it just wasn't meant for. So I have 5 exercises for you today. Please make sure that you do a full body warm up before starting these, because we are going to do some really high intensity work. So let's start. So first of all, we are going to work on our arm swings. So your legs are not the only thing that contribute to your running. Your arms work just as much as your legs. So it is just not possible for your body to have your legs running faster and your arms moving slower. It just doesn't work that way. Whichever is the slower of the two is the rate at which you are going to be running. So it is very important that we focus on this part as well. So let's start. First exercise is the half knee arm swing. So this is your starting position. You are going to kneel on one leg, and this is how your hands are going to be, one in front, one behind, and then you are just going to do a few practice runs like this. So just make sure when you move your arm back, this is the movement. I don't want this, I want this. Your shoulders are a lot stronger than your elbows. They have stronger muscles over here. So I want you to develop force from your shoulders, not your elbows, all the time. And then once you have nailed it, I want you to go for 10 seconds at maximum intensity. So I'm going to set the clock to 10 seconds and I want you to go at 100% intensity. Make sure that you tighten your core during this exercise, because it is going to help you stabilize, and you are going to probably bounce if you're going to give 100%, and which is totally fine. In fact, that's an indicator that you're doing it correctly. So let's start. And then we are going to switch the leg and go again for 10 seconds. So after this, you're going to realize how long 10 seconds really are. So this forms one cycle. Do 3 of these and make sure that you take a 2-minute water break in between. So now we are going to move into our leg movement. So the leg movement, I'm going to divide it into 2 parts. I'm going to cover both of them in 2 separate exercises. The first one is called the A drill. So in this exercise, we are working on the knee drive, which is how you initiate your running movement. So this is how I want you to do it. This is how your movement is going to be. And now I'm going to show it to you from a different angle and how the actual movement is going to be looking like. Don't forget to move your arms. And we are going to do this for 45 seconds, 3 sets. And again, with 2 minutes break in between. So the third drill, which is the B drill, and it is a continuation of A drill. So A drill ends over here, and this is where our B drill starts. So the B drill, this movement is the power movement or the movement on which you apply force on the ground. So this is also equally important, and this is how it's done. So this is your A drill, knees up, and then you're going to extend your leg and pull it back. So I just want you to picture a land animal for a minute, say a lion or a tiger or whatever, and how exactly he moves. So he's going to put his claws in the ground and just pull it back, down and back, down and back, down and back. And this is exactly the movement that we want to replicate with our legs, of course. So just so that you can visualize it, I've just given you an example. That's how we move. Now I'm going to show it to you in real time. So a combination of A drill and B drill is how your legs move when you run. So I want you to do this for 45 seconds, 3 sets of these, and take a 2-minute water break in between each sets. Exercise number 4. So we are going to do banded knee drives. So this is a loop band. We are going to add a bit of resistance to our knee drive. So let's start. So you're just going to put this around your feet. So we just saw how to do a knee drive in A drill. So we're just going to replicate that movement by adding some resistance. Now the other leg. I just want you to hold it on to the place where you feel maximum tension for a second or two, and then just come back down. So I want you to do 10 reps on each leg and do 3 sets of these with 2 minutes break in between. The fifth and last exercise of this series. So we are going to do wall marches. So I'm going to show you how you have to stand and start the exercise. So I want you to incline yourself a bit towards the wall and keep your arms exactly straight. And I want your eye level to be slightly inclined as well. And your back needs to be straight. And your legs, I don't want you to completely touch your heels to the ground, nor do I want this. I just want them to be natural, like they'll probably just be above the ground, and that's totally fine. And then we're just going to do a few practice ones. And then we are going to go for 30 seconds at moderate intensity. So make sure that your form is correct. And that's the fifth exercise. So these are the 5 exercises that I have for you in this video. Do give them a try. One more thing that I probably should have mentioned during my exercises, when you're taking a rest in between sets or even in between reps, make sure that you're not standing or sitting in one position. Always keep walking, a slight walk. So this is something that we call active recovery. So what happens is the impure blood, the tired blood from your legs and arms, it is going to quickly get circulated back to your heart, and fresh blood is going to get pumped out. So this is going to improve your recovery. So this entire cycle is going to probably take you around 40-45 minutes. So I highly recommend you invest your time in this now that we have the opportunity. You are not going to get fast overnight. Start doing this maybe twice a week. Add this to your fitness regime, and within over a month or two you'll start seeing the effects. It might feel a bit awkward. This is a new type of exercise. These are new ways in which you're moving your body, so it takes a little bit of time for your body and mind to sort of connect, but once it does, trust me, you're going to love the results. So thanks a lot for watching, and thanks a lot for all your love and support on the first video. I don't think I would have made this video otherwise. Let me know how it goes, and any sort of feedback is always welcome, and stay safe. Cheers.